Oh, he's out, dude. I saw that coming. He got smoked or drilled with a jab, just a simple jab a minute ago, and it was like he was running the rest of the round. Man. Say that again? Oh, well, thank you, sir.
So, what's next? I mean, you had the fight with Pettis. It didn't go your way. Do you have? I mean, you got the South Carolina card coming up next week. When are you looking to get back in there?
Yeah, I really wanted to be on that South Carolina card, obviously. I mean, I felt the UFC. Me and my dad worked really hard to get him to come to my hometown. But, yeah, man, the Nashville fight didn't go the way I wanted it to and got put out. So we're looking at probably fall. I would love to get on that Madison Square Garden card. Would be awesome. That's kind of like my home away from home anyway. But given the summer off, just give my brain a little heal up and the body to heal up as well. So, I've known a lot of guys to get knocked out and try and jump back out there, which is what I wanted to do, and barely get clipped and not the same anymore. So I just want to make sure this is all right before I step back out there.
You had one of the best responses to a loss, I think, in professional sports across the board. I mean, you're so gracious and just, for someone getting knocked out like that, what was the response like, not only from fans, but the MMA community in general? Because it just seemed like you really set a good example of how to loss.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's been great, man. A lot of fighters actually messaged me on social media telling me to keep my chin up, that, what I was, said win or lose was kind of inspirational. So that really meant a lot. But I don't know what it was, man. As soon as I got to the back, I had a smile on my face. Like, I don't remember getting out of the ring or anything. All I remember was getting up off the stool, looking at Anthony, and because his nose was bleeding like crazy. I knew it was broken, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to be a little more aggressive. And that's all I remember. I remember going to the back, and, like, these sparkles went away, and I see Chris Weidman's face just smiling at me. I'm like, hey, man. He's like, what's up? And he was, like, laughing because I've asked him the same question 13 times. So, yeah, man, it was definitely a weird experience, but, hey, I'll be back. I'll be back. So.
How's the YouTube channel coming along?
Oh, it's great, man. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, check out the YouTube channel. It's been great. We actually dropped that episode Thursday. Every Tuesday we're doing a tips and tricks, like a kind of Technique Tuesday type deal. So, getting a lot of positive feedback on it. And this is something we've been wanting to do for a while now anyway, me and my brother. And finally we just committed, and we made it happen. So it's a lot of fun. Learning along the way, though. We're learning, so it's good.
What do you make of Anthony's upcoming fight against Nate Diaz? I mean, it seems to be a lot of animosity.
Yeah, man. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the fact that Anthony called him out, and Nate hasn't had a fight I don't know how long. So whatever Anthony did must have lit a fire in him, because he's wanting to, he's fighting. So I think it's going to be a great fight for both of them. Of course, I think I'm rooting for Anthony just because he beat me last, and I've been a fan of his for a while anyway. So, I think the only thing Nate's got him, he's definitely got the reach, but he's just a relentless guy. He takes a lot of damage, which that tires a lot of his opponents out. Taking that damage, as his opponents start getting tired, then he just takes over. So it's going to be a good fight.
With losing the way you did, do you want kind of, someone that's not in the top 5 for your next fight, just to kind of get back on the horse?
You know what? I was actually wanting somebody from, anybody in the top 5, to be honest with you. RDA, Ponzinibbio, I don't know if Till has anything coming up, but anybody in that top group would be awesome. But we'll see what happens. I've got I'm back into training, by the way. I'm not doing any heavy lifting or heavy sparring or anything, but doing mostly skills and stuff. But man, I'm itching the bits to step back out there and do it again. I don't care who it's with.
Wonderboy, what continues to motivate you, man?
Man, this is something I've been doing for a long time, since I was 3 years old, and I've always been very competitive. So, man, I told myself I'm going to do this as long as my body will let me, or when my coach says I'm done. Once my dad, Pop, says I'm done, it's over. But, man, this is what I love to do. I love hanging out with you guys. The fans are great. And, not only do I want to be known in the octagon as one of the best fighters who ever lived, but, a good man at that. So.
Father's Day's coming up, man. Could you expand on what your father means to you?
Man, my dad is everything to me. I don't know what I'm going to do when that time comes, but, we've shared I know a lot of people who don't spend that time with their dad. My dad was one of them with his grandfather. He died when I was very young, but I remember my dad telling me at a young age that his dad would always say, hey, you need to hang out with your dad, man. I'm not going to be around long enough. And my pops didn't take him seriously. Next thing you know, he ended up dying in a car accident, and that's something he regrets. So I like to consider myself very observant person, and trying to learn from that, and just trying to spend as much time with my dad as possible. And he's a very wise dude, and I wouldn't be the man I am if it wasn't for him.
I respect that.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
How's the Twitch channel going?
Oh man, it's a blast. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a video game fanatic. I'm Call of Duty in it right now. I love Apex, but it's fun, man. It's a good way to kind of get on there and chat with your fans. You know, everybody that's on there.
Trash talk. You don't seem like the type of guy to trash talk anyone.
No, I don't, but I rage, man. I'm a rage. I've already went through like 3 controllers already, just like smashing them things down. But it's fun. It's a good way to talk to the fans, and the fans love it, man. Just sit there and chat with them. You know, after a big fight comes up, the next day I'll get on and you like say, all right, we're going to be talking about the fights, and it's crazy the kind of support and stuff you get when people want to talk about the fights. They get on and we just chat for about an hour, 4 hours. Next thing I know, I'm looking down. I've been playing video games for like 4 or 5 hours. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it's killing me. But I love it, man. I love it.
What can we expect from your teammate Carl Reed on Contender Series?
Carl Reed is the next big thing, man. I mean, he's a big 205er. He moves like I do. He's not the typical 205er, man. He moves around like he's like a 155er. But you know, he's the one of my wrestling coaches as well. He wrestles one of the wrestling coaches at Limestone University, but he's got my stand-up. And you're going to see he's definitely an up-and-coming prospect, and he's going to do work in the Contender Series.
Will you be there for his fight, or are you going to corner him?
I was going to. Well, I don't know if I was going to corner him, but he's already got his coaches. But be there as a teammate, yes. I know they switched it from July to, I think, August. So we'll see what my schedule's like. I really want to be there for him. So hopefully I've been busy this whole summer. Teaching classes every day, you know, that we have a hard time when one of our teachers goes out to fight or to coach, so I got to pick up the slack. So hopefully I'll be able to catch his fight.
So last night you didn't get too hot, but you said you probably come in last.
Yeah. So we were on the Ariel Helwani show last night, and it was me, Ben Askren, Stipe Miocic, Eddie, and so it was MMA trivia, and I'm horrible at MMA, man. I mean, if it's a good card, I'll watch it, but I was the first one out, and I knew that was going to happen. I told him if it wasn't Harry Potter trivia, I was going to suck. So I didn't do too well. Yeah, man, that was like my jam growing up was Harry Potter. So like, my nieces and nephews are all into it, so that's kind of something we have in common. So we talk about it all the time. But yeah, Harry Potter trivia was my jam, man, back in the day. I still know it, like every book.
I know you already said that you hope Anthony beats Nate in that fight, but it is at 170. If Nate got past Anthony, do you have any interest in fighting?
Dude, I would love to fight Nate Diaz, man. He's the legend of the game for sure. I think I'm older than him, but still, man, he's a legend of the game, and he's been in the game for a lot longer than I have. So the dude's tough. I like his mentality. I like where his head's at, especially when it comes to the art of war. You know, it's just awesome. So that would be a very cool fight, I think. We good to go, people? We good? All right, guys. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good one. Paul? Dude, sorry, they had to.